Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Classes, today we are going to discuss about NEET JEE question worksheet. Okay, worksheet, in that worksheet actually chemical bonding chapter. Okay, what is student first question? Zase salt contain which type of bonds actually? Ionic and covalent, hydrogen bond, ionic covalent and coordinate bond. Which one actually? First is, what is Zase salt? That's very important, my dear students. C2H6, Cl3, K, potassium and platinum. Okay, this is actually called Zase salt, and here O is there, one O. Okay, it's called Zase salt. Okay, what is the structure of Zase salt? That is very important, my dear students. By knowing the structure of it, is actually K plus ionic bond, and here platinum at the center, and chloride forms coordinate bond with this particular, and like this 3 chloride molecule, and also it forms bond with the CH double bond CH2 like this. Okay, CH2. Okay, this is actually coordinate bond. It actually forms CH2. It forms actually coordinate bond with this particular. Understood? Coordinate bond with this bond is used. Okay. A little difficulty is there in structure, my dear students. Don't get confused. Okay, because this double bond actually used. It forms actually coordinate bond with this particular platinum like this. Okay, CH2 and water molecule. So this is about Zase salt, my dear students. In this Zase salt actually, this is actually potassium ionic bond formation. Potassium forms ionic bond with this particular, and same time these are coordinate bonds. Chloride forms with the platinum coordinate bonds. Also it forms actually this one also coordinate bond, but between ethylene molecules this bond is actually covalent bond. This is coordinate, and remaining this one is ionic. All the 3 bonds are present. In this one. Option 4. Okay, my dear students, please note down. Zase salt. Please go through that. Okay, my dear students, second question is, covalent character is maximum in the sodium fluoride, sodium oxide and sodium nitrate, and all have equal covalent character. They given actually, my dear students. But which one decides actually this ionic character and covalent character? Means this one, ions. Understood? Because in all cases sodium is constant. It's common. It is not constant, it's common. Here fluoride, oxygen, nitrogen is there, 3 different. Out of fluoride and oxygen and nitrogen, nitrogen is minimum electronegativity. So what happens, my dear students? Minimum electronegativity means it forms maximum covalent character with the particular sodium. Understood? Maximum covalent character, minimum electronegativity. If more is the electronegativity, means more ionic character. More is the electronegativity, more ionic character. Minimum electronegativity, more covalent character. Remember that. More electronegativity means more ionic, and minimum electronegativity means more covalent character. Covalent character. So a nitrogen forms bond with the sodium. This is actually more covalent, my dear students. Option 3 is correct. Okay. Okay, my dear student, next question is question number 3. The electronic configuration of 4 elements are given in brackets. Actually, it's given one element name is L. Just they given, okay, don't get confused. L is equal to 1s to 2s to 2p1, M is equal to 1s to 2s to 2py, like A, B, C, D, like you assume the person name is A, like that. Element name is L, M, N, O, R, and its electronic configuration given, my dear students. The element that readily form diatomic molecule. Diatomic molecules means, for example, oxygen, this type of formation. Which one forms actually? Readily forms. Readily forms. Readily means it's ready to form. Because sometimes by doing some other process it forms diatomic molecule, but readily forms, that word is there, readily form diatomic molecule, whether it is Q or L or N or M, the question arises. By seeing that electronic configuration you have to find out, my dear students. The very important thing is, my dear students, in this one R is not possible. Why means its outermost electronic configuration is 2, 4, that total number of valence electron in this one is 4. 4 means it's required 4 more electron. 4 more electron to form a atom or compound, understood? Stable configuration, to get a stable configuration, that is very important, my dear student. To form a 8 it required more electron, 4 more electrons, so it is not possible. Means it is not possible means 4 more electron you have to add or you have to share. It is not possible, it is not readily formed, so it is just you leave this one. And 1s to 2s to 2p6 3s1. In this case, my dear students, we will check this one L, 1s to 2s to 2p1. Here actually outermost electron is 3. It is required actually 5 more electrons. 5 more electrons, understood, to become a stable configuration. It is also not possible, my dear students, 5 more electron. In this case, my dear students, here 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1, 3s1 is there, correct? No? Okay. What happens in this case actually? By the 4 elements are given in brackets, readily form a diatomic molecule. Readily form diatomic molecule. Diatomic molecules is by sharing electron. By sharing its electron. Here what happens, my dear students? Here sharing is not takes place. Why means here 3s1 electron is there. See, I will write here 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. So what happens? This element it is considered as n. Understood? Just you consider as n. This n element, what happens? By giving away this electron, it forms actually 2 plus 6, 8 electron, octet form, correct? No, by giving away this electron, 3s1 electron, giving away that electron, okay, very important, it is not sharing. So when it forms sharing means when it forms diatomic molecule, by sharing electron it forms diatomic molecule. That is very important thing. Hydrogen is a diatomic, hydrogen having 1 electron, another hydrogen having 1 electron. If these 2 electrons are shared together, then it forms diatomic molecule. For example, oxygen having 6 valence electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another oxygen having 6 valence electron, my dear students. Here, very important point is, by sharing this electron and these 2 electrons, this 4 electrons, by sharing this oxygen 2 electron and this oxygen 2 electron, together it forms 8 octet form. Both the oxygen obey octet rule. By sharing its electron, not by giving away that electron. Giving away its electron means it forms sodium gives away its electron to chloride, and what happens at that time? It forms ionic bond, not diatomic molecule, it forms ionic compound. Understood? So this case also not possible. But here in this case, M is, you check my dear students, 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. That means total valency electron present in this one 5 plus 2, 7 electron. So what happens? It accepts 1 electron. Sharing of electron takes place in this particular, correct? No, because 7 electron is there, 1 more electron is possible, 1 more electron is accepted, correct? No, 1 more electron is accepted in this particular, so it forms diatomic molecules like some other, okay, diatomic molecule. So this is the correct answer. Answer is M. See my dear students, for more clarification I will write here 2px, 2py, 2pz. Total it has 5 electron in 2p, correct? No, in 2px it has 2 electron, 2py it has 2 electron, 2py it has 1 electron. So it required 1 more electron. Another atom comes, another atom having another m atom comes, another m atom like this only, 2px2, 2py2 and 2pz1. These electron get shared with this particular, this electron get shared with this particular. Imagine I will write this one here, 1 m atom with the, how many electron it has? 2 plus 5. 5 means total 7 electron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 valence electron. Correct now my dear students? Another m atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this m atom required 1 more electron to form octet. This m atom required 1 more electron to form octet. So these 2 electron get shared and it become divalent atom. MM. Divalent means diatomic atom. Diatomic means two atoms should be there. Diatomic, not divalent. Diatomic. Understood? Diatomic means 2 atoms should be there. Correct? No. Now this become, by sharing electron, this become M2. So diatomic, 2 atom is present. So this is explained. This part I explained here. Okay. My dear students, this is a question actually. Which of the following bond is strongest bond? Whether FF bond, II bond, CL bond, BR bond. Which bond is strongest bond? My dear students, very important thing is, note down that the bond strength decreases, the size of halogen atom increases. Bond strength decreases when size of halogen is nothing but chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine, halogen atom increases. My dear students, in this one smallest size is F, next is Cl, next is Br, next is I. This way size increases. So size increases means for this one bond strength is weaker, here bond strength is weaker, but in this two, here that I explained one contradiction in this part actually. F having small space but more attraction but more repulsion. Okay, that you studied why electron affinity of fluoride and chloride, that part is over. So and chloride having more space, attraction also there and repulsion is less, that part I explained. So here it works my dear students. So bromide and iodine size is bigger compared to fluoride and chloride. So these two options are not there in our list. Okay, next we are discussing about fluoride and chloride and chloride. Okay, in these two bonds what actually takes place? Fluoride is size is smaller, correct? No, size is smaller. So one fluoride here, another fluoride here, and the electron repulsion is more. In this case, repulsion is more. So bond is weaker. Note down my dear students, these points are very important. Okay, repulsion between, because fluoride size is small, size of the atom is very small, fluoride repulsion is more, so bond is very weak. Okay, but chloride, my dear students, chloride size is compared to this one is bigger. Which one? Compared to fluoride size is bigger, but same time repulsion is less. Repulsion between electron in chloride atom less compared to fluoride atom. So this one is strongest bond. Chloride bond is strongest bond. My dear students, we at the beginning only we neglected these two option. Why we are not considering these two option in our case? Why? Bromide and iodine size is bigger. The given one formula, bond strength decreases with when size of halogen atom increases. So that too is out of list. In this one, fluoride and chloride size are small compared to these two. What we neglected. In this fluoride and chloride, fluoride again a smaller size compared to chloride. But even though fluoride is smaller size, because of electron repulsion in between fluoride atom, so what happens? Bond strength become weaker. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಮನೆಯೊಳಗಡೆ ಜಗಳ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಮನೆ ಫುಲ್ ಇದಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಮನೆಯೊಳೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಜಗಳ ಆಡಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? That means between that particular atom more repulsion is there. So what happens? Automatically that bond become weaker. Understood? Weaker bond. But compared to this fluoride, chloride is strongest because repulsion is less compared to fluoride. Understood? So answer is chloride, strongest bond. My dear students, next question. In alene structure, 3 carbon atoms are joined by 3 sigma bonds and 3 pi bonds, 2 sigma bonds and 1 pi bonds, and 3 sigma bonds and 2 pi bonds. Alene structure is very important, my dear students. CH double bond, C double bond. This is alene structure. My dear students, please note down this alene structure. ALLENE, alene. Okay, here between carbon atoms. Understood? Between 3 carbon atoms here, 1, 2, 3. Understood? So you have to find out how many sigma bond is there. 1 sigma, 1 pi, 1 sigma, 1 pi. So it is 2 sigma, 2 pi bond. Which one is correct answer, my dear students? 2 sigma, 2 pi bonds. 2 sigma, 2 pi bonds. Here 3 sigma. 1 minute. Option is given wrong. 3 sigma bonds. Okay, my dear students, here this option actually third option correct it. Okay, 2 sigma bond, 2 pi bond. So option 3 is correct, my dear students. Option 3 is correct. Okay, my dear students, next question. The octet rule is not valid for carbon dioxide, water, HO2, CO. I will give you answer is 4. Why means carbon monoxide, carbon having 4 valency electron, oxygen having 6 valency electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here what happens, my dear students? Here these 2 electron get shared. So this oxygen become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oxygen become 8 electron. But carbon become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electron. So in this case, carbon is not satisfying octet rule. So carbon monoxide is not valid for octet rule. Okay. In all the compounds are satisfying octet rule. This one carbon dioxide, water, O2. Check out. Okay. No problem. Work out on this one. It satisfies oxygen. I explained just now. And all other in this one oxygen satisfy with the octet rule, and same time hydrogen satisfy with the hydrogen actually forms 2 doublet. Understood? Like this. See, I will write here oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4. Here I will write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 valency electron of oxygen, and hydrogen having 1 valency electron. Here hydrogen having 1 electron. See, if hydrogen gets one more electron, doublet, it is over. Understood? Here also over. Same time oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 8 electron. Here 2 electron. Here 2 electron. So this satisfies actually duplet actually. Hydrogen duplet. This one hydrogen duplet. This one is octet. Satisfied. So all this case, these three satisfy octet rule, but this carbon monoxide is not valid for octet rule because carbon having 6 electron. My dear students, the question is actually the correct order of decreasing order of the correct decreasing order of this one. You have to find out decreasing order, decreasing polarity. Decreasing polarity is HF. Sulfur dioxide. My dear students, here given compound you have to write. HF is given, sulfur dioxide is given, water is given, ammonia is given. These compounds are given. So first you should know that electronegativity of hydrogen. Hydrogen is 2.1 electronegativity difference. Electronegativity of hydrogen. Fluoride is 4. Sulfur is 2.5. Oxygen is 3.5. Nitrogen is 3. So this if you know means you can find out difference in electronegativity, my dear students. Polarity is based on electronegativity difference. Correct? No? Electronegativity difference. If it is more electronegativity for one atom means more polarity from one side to another side. My dear students, here actually HF is there. 4 minus 2.1. 4 minus 2.1. Correct? No? 4 minus 2.1 is actually 1 point, how much? 1.9. 1.9. My dear student, next is sulfur dioxide. Sulfur oxygen electronegativity is how much, my dear students? Oxygen is 3.5. Sulfur is 2.5. So it is 1. Okay, you have to find out difference in electronegativity. This atom minus this atom, one which have highest minus lowest. That is electronegativity difference. Clear? Okay. Oxygen is here 3.5, hydrogen here 2.1. My dear students, is how much? It is actually 1.4. 1.4. See, my dear students, next is ammonia. Here nitrogen electronegativity is 3. Please by heart this one, okay. Mug up, no problem. Electronegativity. Okay, nitrogen is 3. Hydrogen is 2.1. So, what is the value actually? 0.9. 0.9. So, decreasing order means highest to lowest. Decreasing order means highest to lowest. Increasing order means lowest to highest. Now highest, which one having highest? Hydrogen fluoride having highest 1.9. Next which comes, my dear students? 1.4 water. Next which comes, my dear students? Sulfur dioxide. Next which comes, my dear students? Ammonia. So this is actually decreasing order 1.9, 1.4, 1 and 0.9. So which one option is correct, my dear students? HF, H2O, sulfur dioxide, option 2 is correct. So highest to lowest. The next important question is, 8th one. Which of the following has least covalent pH bond? Least covalent nature. Understood? Least covalent nature. That means it is ionic in nature. It is not covalent means it is ionic in nature. Most ionic, least covalent. In this one, my dear students, I will give you correct answer is 4. Why means I will explain. In this one, phosphorus actually plus charge is there. Plus charge means one electron is removed from phosphorus and it has plus charge. And hydrogen is attached to this particular phosphorus like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hydrogen is attached to this particular. What happens because of this positive charge? That means vacancy is there in phosphorus. Correct? No, vacancy is there. That means that electron is removed. There actually one vacancy is there. these hydrogen electron get attracted towards, all the hydrogen electron get attracted towards which side? Phosphorus side, because electron move towards which side? Phosphorus, because there is a vacancy. So automatically this electron move towards phosphorus. So moving of electron towards one-sided moving of electron, it leads to increase in ionic nature, same time covalent nature decrease, because phosphorus having positive charge, hydrogen to electron move towards hydrogen to phosphorus plus electron movement takes place. Ionic nature increase. In all other cases phosphorus is neutral, so there is no movement of electron from hydrogen to phosphorus in all other case. In this case phosphorus having P plus is there, so electron automatically move towards from hydrogen to phosphorus. Ionic nature increases, covalent nature decreases. My dear students, next question is, which of the following has a shape different from others? So how to find the shape and everything I explained in last class, my dear students. By knowing its lone pair electron, that and all, you can predict the shape by knowing its hybridization. Correct, no, my dear students? That is very simple and it is given how to find. So here you can find out, my dear students, number of phosphorus is a central metal. So phosphorus, how many electron it has? 5 valency electron. Understood? 5 electron. So 3 electron is used for bond with the bond pair is, my dear students, is 3, and 5 minus 3 is lone pair is 1. Right? No? Here, my dear students, ammonia, nitrogen is 5. 3 bond pair with the 3 hydrogen. Bond pair is 3 and lone pair is, my dear students, 1. And phosphine, in this one P, phosphorus is 5 electron, 3 bond pair, my dear students, and lone pair is 1. Okay, here BF3, boron, that is very important, my dear students. 3 boron having, see, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon. So what happens, my dear students? It is actually 3 valency electron. So 3 bond pair is 3 with the 3 fluoride atom. So there is no electron left. Lone pair is 0. On all this case, my dear students, is actually one lone pair is there. So because of that reason, how it looks actually, all these 3 are pyramidal in shape. But my dear students, in this one is very important. BF3 is triangular in shape. Correct, no? So B, F, this is actually triangular planar shape. Understood? All other are pyramidal shape. Okay. So which one is different one in this case, my dear student? Because of lone pair, all other are pyramidal shape. BF3 having no lone pair electron, so it is actually shape different. It is triangular shape, triangular planar. All other are pyramidal. So answer is BF3. My dear students, next question is, the shape of the SF4 sulfur tetrafluoride molecule is which one? That you have to find out by using the method is lone pair and bond pair, my dear students. How many lone pair is? Sulfur is 6 electron, 6 valency electron. 4 bond pair it already formed with the fluoride. So 4 lone pair is 1, my dear students. So what happens in this one? So how to write this one? Tell me. It has 6 electron, 4 bond pair and 1 lone pair electrons. Which shape it is? Tell me. Here one seesaw. It is actually seesaw shape. Okay, seesaw shape. Disordered tetrahedral, or one more name is there for seesaw. Seesaw or what is name? Seesaw or disordered. So always you should keep this lone pair of electron in equatorial position to reduce the repulsion. Okay, seesaw shape. My dear students, next question is pair of molecules having identical geometry, same geometry should. So in this one, my dear students, okay, here first we will check with BF3 and NH3, my dear students, BH3. So BF3 means number of bond pair and lone pair you have to. Boron is 5 electron, my dear students, and bond pair is 3 electron, lone pair is 1 electron. Okay, here ammonia, nitrogen having 5 electron, bond pair is 3 electron, lone pair is 1 electron. Correct, no? So molecules having identical geometry is, 1 minute, nitrogen 5 electron, 3 bond pair, BF3, boron, sorry, here it is wrong, my dear students. Boron having valency electron you have to write. Boron is 3 valency electron, 5 is atomic number, okay, don't get confused, okay, 5 is atomic number, boron 5 atomic number, 3 valency electron. So number of bond pair is 3. So there is no electron left out, my dear students. So these and these are different form. Clear? Because here one lone pair is there, here there is no lone pair. So it is actually triangular, pyramidal shape. This is triangular planar. In this one we will check, my dear students, BF3, boron 3 electron, valency electron, my dear students. I am talking about valency electron. It forms 3 bond pair. Okay, 3 bond pair. There is no lone pair, my dear student. Aluminium fluoride, my dear student. Aluminium actually 13 electronic configuration, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p1. This is actually aluminium electronic configuration, my dear students. In this one what we can see means, this is actually outermost valency electrons, total 3 valency electron, aluminium having 3 valency electron, and it forms 3 bond pair with 3 fluoride. So here it is matching, BF3 and AlF3 bond pair is 3, so it is triangular planar. So identical structure is this one, option B. In this case it is 3 bond pair, here it is in ammonia 1 lone pair is there. So this is actually pyramidal, this is triangular planar. This is not identical one, but BF3 and AlF3 both are identical one. My dear students, next question is from the among the following triatomic species, which one has central atom is okay, least bond angle. Bond angle you have to find out, my dear students. Bond angle, to find out bond angle you should know that hybridization, my dear students. Okay, O3, ozone hybridization. Ozone means the central atom O is like this. So central atom, you know that formula, hybridization. What is the formula? Half into valency of central atom, that means n valency, central atom valency, and number of monovalent atom plus charge of cation plus charge of anion minus charge of cation. This is the formula, plus charge of anion minus charge of cation. So my dear students, here central atom is one of the oxygen. So oxygen valency electron is 6 plus monovalent atom is 2, divalent atom is attached. So no need to write oxygen. It is divalent. So is there any charge? There is no charge. So 6 divided by 2 is, my dear students, 3. 3 means sp3 hybridization. 3 means sp2 hybridization. 3 orbital. How many orbitals formed? 3 orbital. sp2. Total 3 orbital. So 120 degree angle, my dear students, this one. Next is I3 minus, my dear students. That is, I can write I2 minus, that I explained last class, my dear students. This like this you are writing, my dear students. I actually 7 electron of 7 plus 2, because 2 atoms are attached to this one, and minus 1 is there, so we have to add that one, plus 1. Okay, of 7 plus 2 is 8 plus 1, 9 plus 1, 10. Okay, 10 divided by 2, my dear students, it is 5. 5 means sp3d orbital, sp3d. So the very important thing is you should know that what is the bond angle of sp3d. But same time here it is very important is these are in a linear form. Structure of this one particular is linear. You know that yesterday last class it is over, just go through that video. If it is linear, bond angle is 180 degree, my dear students. Okay, so because I is linear. Okay, next is NO2 minus, my dear students. In NO2, my dear students, nitrogen central atom half into 5 valency electron. Here divalent atom is there, no need to consider. Here minus 1 is there, that is plus 1. So 6 divided by 2 is sp2, because 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 is nothing but sp2. sp2 means 120 angle, my dear students. 120. And last one is H2S, my dear students. Here in this case, my dear students, sulfur having how many electron? Sulfur having 6 valence electron. So you have to find out hybridization. Hybridized, how many electrons are there in this particular? Okay, sulfur actually 6 electron and 2 hydrogen monovalent atom. There is no charge. 8 divided by 2 is actually 4, my dear. sp3. sp3 means sp3 means, note down, my dear students. sp3 means you should get 109 degree point 28 minutes. But here this is one special case. Why it is special case means, I will tell you, my dear students. Sulfur having 6 electron. So how many bond pair it forms? 2 bond pair it forms. Remaining lone pair is how many? So 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 electron means, look at this, my dear students, I am finding lone pair and bond pair of this particular. Sulfur having 6 electron. Okay. So how many bond pair is there? It actually forms 2 bond with the 2 hydrogen. So bond pair is 2. How many lone pair is there? 6 minus 2 is 4 electron. 4 electron means 2 lone pair. So because of that reason, my dear students, because of that reason, see, lone pair, bond pair, repulsion is there. Bond pair, repulsion is there. This lone pair, repulsion, what happens? These 2 bonded hydrogen atom bend, little bend actually. Actually it should give 109 degree point 28 minutes angle. Because of this repulsion of lone pair electron and bond pair bend, little it bends. It actually gives 92.2 degree angle. So least angle in this one is H2S, my dear students, is 92.2 degree. Why it is 92.2 degree instead of 109 degree means it's because it contains 2 lone pair of electron and the lone pair repulsion and lone pair bond pair repulsion is there, so it bend little more, bond angle reduces. Okay, my dear students, this is a question. The correct increasing bond angle among the BF3, ClF3, So for this all you should know that how to find lone pair electron, bond pair electron and hybridization of this particular. My dear students, first we will discuss BF3. BF3 bond boron 3 electrons, my dear students, 3 bond pair, there is no lone pair. So very important thing is boron hybridization, boron half into hybridization of this one, 3 plus 3 means 6 divided by 2, my dear students, this is 3 is sp2 hybridization, 120 bond angle, 120 bond angle. My dear students, next is PF3, phosphorus actually 5 electron, my dear students, and phosphorus forming 3 bond pair and bond pair is 3, that means 1 lone pair, my dear students, 1 lone pair. What is hybridization of this one means half into 5 plus 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 divided by 2, my dear students, it is 4 electron, 4 hybridized orbital, that means sp, tell me, 4 sp3, sp3. So sp3, this sp3 means actually it should give 109 degree 0.28 minutes, but here also this is one special case, my dear students. Why? Because means pff is there because of lone pair of electron. Is there any, if there any lone pair electron means because of repulsion bond angle little reduces, that I explained in earlier case. The same thing happens here, because of bond angle reduce, because of lone pair electron bond angle little reduce and it reaches, so but it is greater than 90, greater than 90, greater than 90, less than 109 degree, understood? Greater than 90. Why I told greater than 90, I will explain, my dear students. Next is ClF3. In ClF3, my dear students, Cl actually 7 electron, my dear students, bond pair is 3, lone pair means 7 minus 3, 7 minus 3, how much? 7, 6, 5, 4, 4 means 2 lone pair, my dear students, 2 lone pair. So hybridization of this one, my dear students, half into hybridization, okay, half into 7 plus 3, so 10 divided by 2, 5, sp3d, 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 which shape it is, my dear students? Once we will check, my dear students, which shape it is. 2 lone pair, 3 bond pair, correct? No, so Cl, F, this is F and this is actually T shape, my dear students, T shape, okay. T shape, what is bond angle? Find out. Okay, my dear students, tell me, T shape, what is bond angle? Bond angle means this actually forms 90 degree, 90 degree, this also forms 90 degree, 90 degree is the bond angle. So here it is less than 109 degree but greater than 90 degree, that is okay. Here first case BF3 is 120 degree, so we have to arrange increasing order from lowest to highest. Lowest is which one, my dear students? ClF3 90 degree. Next highest is which one? Lowest to highest, okay, increasing order. So next is PF3 109 degree, 109 less than 109 degree, my dear students, but greater than this one, okay. However, I will write 100 something, okay, is there actually greater than this one, okay. Next is, my dear students, BF3 is how much, my dear students? BF3 is 120 degree. This is highest one, this is lowest one, this is middle, okay. So which one is correct? Increasing order, option C is correct. Correct order of bond angle is NO2 minus greater than less than greater than NO2 plus greater than NO2, like different order is given. My dear students, we will find one by one. Okay, first I will find out NO2 plus. NO2 plus means, my dear students, how to find a bond order, sorry, you have to find out bond angle. By knowing hybridization you can find out. Nitrogen is actually, my dear students, nitrogen, okay, nitrogen 5 valence electron, half into 5 plus 1, my dear students, plus 1, so sorry, not plus 1, minus 1, so it is 4 divided by 2, my dear students, is 2 is SP 2, SP means 180 degree, 180 means linear, okay, linear, okay, and here NO2 minus, you will check, my dear students, NO2 half into 5 valence electron and plus 1, my dear students, this one, this minus 1 you have to add, that hybridization formula I am applying, okay, again and again I am not explaining the same thing. The same pattern you have to use. Half means 6 divided by 2 is 3 SP2 means 120 degree angle, my dear students. And last one is, my dear students, NO2. NO2 in this case, my dear students, little confusion is there for you, but I will write you the structure of NO2. NO2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 valence electron of nitrogen, each oxygen having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 valence electron, another oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electron. So these will form bond like this, and here one unshared electron is there, one unshared electron is present, unshared electron. Here one unshared electron is present, okay, that is very important, my dear student. I will explain why means. Okay, NO2 and this is actually SP2 hybridization. SP2 hybridization, bond angle should be 120 degree, but in this case it is 134 degree. 134 degree. Okay. So why it is like this means, for example, I will find lone pair electron in this one, my dear students. Lone pair and bond pair electron, just nitrogen, nitrogen 5 electron, bond pair is 2, that means 4 electron is used, not 5 electron, 1 electron is removed, from 1 electron is removed. So bond pair, 4 bond pair means 2 bond pair, how many electron is used? For oxygen, double bond is there, super single bond, multiple bond is treated as a super single bond. So 2 bond pair, my dear student, there is no electron left, understood? There is no electron left in this case, there is no lone pair electron in this one. And here in this one, my dear students, nitrogen having 5 plus 1 electron, 5 plus 1 total 6 electron, okay, 6 electron, and nitrogen forms 2 bond with the 2 oxygen atom, 2 bond means 4 electron is used. So number of bond pair is 2, but 4 electron is used. Out of 6 electron, 4 electron is used as a bond pair because it is a super single bond. Super single bond. If you have any doubt about this particular, go through my video, earlier video link is there, just click that link, you can find out. Easy method to find out this particular lone pair and bond pair. Okay. So 4 minus, see, this is actually 4 electron used, now 2 electron is removed, lone pair is remaining 1 lone pair, my dear students, 1 lone pair, okay. In this case, my dear students, NO2 means nitrogen 5 electron, my dear students, 2 nitrogen forms how many bond? 4 bonds, but it is considered as a super single bond, total bond pair is 2. But how many electron is used? 4 electron is used. So lone pair, there is no lone pair, only one single electron is there, and also one single electron, that is nothing but this one single electron. So in which case highest bond angle? Here there is no unpaired electron, in NO2 plus there is no unpaired electron, so it is linear, bond angle is 180. Here NO2 minus, In this one lone pair is there. One lone pair means 2 electron like this. Understood? So repulsion is more, bond angle is 120 degree. It is sp2 hybridized, but bond angle is 120 degree. Why bond angle is 134 even though if it is sp2 hybridized greater than this one? Why? Here only one single electron is there. One lone pair electron means repulsion is more, so it forms 120 degree. Here one single electron is means little more, repulsion is less compared to this one, so bond angle increases. Repulsion is less means bond angle increases, so it is 134. So my dear students, which order is correct? 180 how to write first? NO2 plus first, then NO2, then NO2 minus. So 180, 134, 120, because here it contains one single electron, here it contains 2 lone pair electron. Not 2 lone, 1 lone pair, that means 2 electron, free electron. Here 1 electron, 1 single electron, here 2 electron, that is called 1 lone pair electron. So 1 lone pair means bond angle is less. Here even though same hybridization, sp2 hybridization is there, but only 1 electron is there, so a little more repulsion is less, so bond angle increases. 134, 180, 134, 120. So which order is correct, my dear students? NO2 plus. Is in which of the following the central atom, the central atom does not use sp3 hybridized orbital in its bonding? You have to find out hybridization, my dear students. Here NO3 minus, first you have to find out nitrogen having 5 valence electron, 5, here plus 1, so this is divalent, no need to consider this oxygen. Okay, 6 divided by 2 means 3 means sp2 hybridization, my dear students. Here OH3 plus hydronium ion, here my dear students O actually 6 electron. Okay, that is not required. Half into oxygen is a central atom. Okay, oxygen is central atom, 6 valence electron, and 3 hydrogen atom plus minus 1 this charge, so it is actually charge of cation is minus 1. Okay, 6 plus 3 9 minus 1 is 8 divided by 2 is sp3, 4 is there, sp3, correct, sp3. My dear students, next one is NH2 minus amine. Here nitrogen is central atom, so half into nitrogen valence electron 5 plus 2, because 2 monovalent hydrogen atom. Here minus 1 is there, that means plus 1 charge, plus 1, minus is there means you have to add, correct? No, so here 5, 6, 7, 8 divided by 2 is 4 means sp3. This is actually sp3. My dear students, last one is NF3 means nitrogen half into 5 valence electron of nitrogen, 3 fluorine atoms, 5 plus 3 8 divided by 2 is actually 4 sp3, my dear students. So all NF3, NH2 minus, hydronium ion, these all the 3 is sp3, but NO3 minus is sp2. So option 1 is correct. In which the following central atom does not use? In this one it does not use sp3, instead of that it use sp2, remaining all is sp3. Carbon in charcoal is hybridization, you have to find out. So my dear students, answer is no specific state for carbon in charcoal. Understood? In charcoal there is no specific state of carbon. Okay, answer is 4. Correct for PCl5. Its all PCl bond length are equal. It involves in sp3 hybridization and it has an irregular geometry. Its shape is triangular, bipyramidal. My dear students, the mistake is incorrect statement is here. PCl5 structure I explained last class, correct? No, here this is actually structure, trigonal, bipyramidal, that and all that. It has an irregular geometry also there, sp3d hybridization is there, but here equatorial bond length is different, axial bond length is different. Axial bond length is longer one, elongated, longer one, understood? This is axial bond length and these are equatorial, 3 equatorial bond length. Axial bond are longer one, so it is not equal with the equatorial bond length. 3 equatorial bond length, 2 axial bond length, that are the 2 axial bond length are not same compared to equatorial. So it's all PCl bond length are equal, means it is incorrect statement because axial bond is longer than equatorial bond. Is used by oxygen atom to form a sigma bond with the other oxygen atom in oxygen molecule. My dear students, oxygen molecule is like this, O double bond O, understood? So one is sigma bond, one is pi bond. They are asking which orbital is used, whether it is used sp2, sp3, sp or pure p orbital. Options are given, my dear students. I will explain. Oxygen atomic number is 1s2 CNO 8 electrons, 2s2 2p x 2p y 2p z. Okay, here my dear students, 2 4 5 6 7 8, these 2 contains 1 electrons, 2py and 2pz contains 1 electrons, correct? Here in this 2 contains 1 electron, 1 electron in 2pz 1. So these 2 orbital of one oxygen, another orbital also, another oxygen also contains same, 2px 2, 2py 1, 2pz1. This is actually 1 electron. These 2 combine, so only p orbital combines, one forms sigma bond, 2pz may combine like this, so it forms sigma bond. Another orbital is 2py, it will combine like this, it forms pi bond. So one pi bond is because of p orbital, and one sigma bond, it is because of p orbital only. Pz orbital combines like this axis, understood? So one sigma bond and one pi bond is formed, it is because of p orbital, py combines and it forms actually this one, or pz combines, it gives sigma bond. So both sigma bond and pi bond, it is because of p orbital, pure p orbital. Option A. The shape of sulfate ion is, so shape of sulfate ion, by knowing the hybridization you can find out, my dear students. Sulfur is half into 6 valency electron plus 2, no need to consider this one, my dear students, because these are divalent atom. 2 minus is there, so you have to write plus 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4, 4 means sp3, sp3 means tetrahedral shape, tetrahedral. Which one is correct? Option A. Shape of SF4, CF4 and xenon F4 are same with the 2 0 1 lone pair of electron respectively, same with the 1 1 1 1 lone pair of electron respectively, different with the 1 0 2 lone pair of respectively, different with the 1. You have to find out 1 1 lone pair of electron respectively. You have to find lone pair of electron in that one. Very easy, my dear students. You know that method, no? SF4, sulfur as a central atom. Central atom having how many electrons? Sulfur is 6 electron. So 4 bond pair. 4 bond pair means 4. Lone pair means, my dear students, 1. Over. And next is CF4. CF, carbon is central atom. Carbon having 4 electrons, valency electron. Bond pair with the bonded with the 4 fluorine atom. 4 bond pair is 4. Lone pair is 0. Okay. Next, my dear students, is actually xenon F4. Xenon actually valency electron, noble gas configuration 8 electron, understood? So xenon forms 4 bond pair with the 4 fluorine atom, 4 bond pair. 8 minus 4 means how many electron is remaining, my dear students? You tell me. 4 electron is remaining. 4 electron means lone pair means 2 lone pair, 4 electron. That means here 2 lone pair, here 0, here 1, 1, 0, 2. Which one is correct? Different with the 1, 0, 2 lone pair electron. Understood? Molecular shapes. Different with the 1, 0, 2 lone pair electron. Correct? No? Because SF4, actually it forms which shape actually? 1 lone pair, 2 bond pair, 4 bond pair is there. Correct? No? How it looks actually? Yes, F, 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 F. So here 1 lone pair. Okay. Sulfur 6 electron, 4 bond pair and lone pair. Okay. CF4, how it looks actually, my dear students? C bond pair, square planar, correct? No. Xenon F4, my dear students, 2 lone pair is there. So xenon F, 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 here. See this one, it's very important, my dear students, go through that. Okay, my dear students, one small correction. So yesterday I explained about this particular. Look at this. In SF4, SF4 means SF4 means 4 bond pair is there, 1 lone pair is there. That you can write 1, 2, 3, 4 bond pair. Understood? 4 bond pair and 1 lone pair. This is actually looks like a trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal shape. Okay, trigonal bipyramidal. And CF4 actually C, F, 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 F. This is actually tetrahedral shape. Tetrahedral shape. This is actually square planar. Xenon F4 is a square planar. No doubt, my dear students, shapes are different. This is actually trigonal bipyramidal and this one is which one? Tetrahedral, and xenon F4 is a square planar. So different with the lone pair of electron 1, 0, 2. That is, the structure is not important, my dear students. Just I explained. Okay, shapes are different with the 1, 0, 2 electron. Okay, 1, 0, 2 electron. 1, 0, 2 electron.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.